Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Brainy Lads once again. And in this lecture, we are going to talk about class 11th literature and we are going to commence it from the snapshots. Got it, guys? And in this lecture, we'll discuss the first chapter of Snapshot, that is the Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. We'll talk about the multiple choice questions which can be the part of your upcoming examination. Guys, if you like this video, do not forget to share it with your friends. Okay, let's move on to first extract. First extract of the chapter is one day back there in good old days when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence and life was still a delightful and mysterious dream. My cousin Murad, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me, came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. Guys, this is the extract. ये जो है ये पहला extract है. On the basis of that extract we have some questions. So पहला जो question है that is name of the chapter. What is the name of the chapter, guys? The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. It has not been taken from the address Ranga's marriage, Albert Einstein at school. तीनों में से किसी से भी नहीं लिया गया है. This extract has been taken from the Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. Let's move on to question number second. Who is the author of The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse? Alphonse Daudet? No. Tishani Doshi? No. Jack Finney? No. The right answer of this question is William Sarian. Got the point, guys? What is the right answer? William Sarian. Okay, let's move on to who is I in the above lines. एक बार lines देख लेते हैं. इसमें I पूछा गया कौन है. I तो guys इसमें आपको बताइए फटाफट I क्या है. I इसमें अरम है. यस. मुराद है. नो. अंकल खोसरोव है. नो. जॉन बायरो है. नो. गॉट द पॉइंट गाइस. मुराद कौन था गाइस? कजिन था अरम का. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. हु वॉक अप अरम एट 4? अरम को 4 बजे किसने उठाया गाइस? जॉन बायरो ने. नो. खोसरोव ने. नो. रंगा ने. नो. मुराद वॉक हिम अप एट 4. तो अरम को उठाने वाला कौन था गाइस 4 बजे? मुराद था. गॉट द पॉइंट. एक बार आंसर्स टैली कर लेते हैं सारे के सारे. द समर ऑफ द ब्यूटीफुल व्हाइट हॉर्स इज राइट. विलियम सेरियन इज राइट. अरम एंड मुराद. गॉट द पॉइंट. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू एक्सट्रैक्ट सेकंड. एक्सट्रैक्ट सेकंड पे बढ़ते हैं गाइस और देखते हैं व्हाट इज देयर. Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. Yes, he said in Armenian. It's a horse. You're not dreaming. Make it quick if you want to ride. I knew my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake. But this was more than even I could believe. So ये भी 4 लाइन का एक्सट्रैक्ट है गाइस. इस एक्सट्रैक्ट पे एक्सट्रैक्ट सेकंड पे कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द क्वेश्चन. हाउ इज मुराद एसोसिएटेड विद अरम? आपको बताना मुराद और अरम के बीच में क्या रिश्ता है. मुराद और अरम कैसे एसोसिएटेड है? रियल ब्रदर्स? नो. कजिन? यस. फादर नहीं था. सन नहीं था. तो ये क्या थे गाइस? दे वर कजिन्स. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू सेकंड क्वेश्चन. व्हाट डिड अरम गेट टू सी? अरम को क्या देखने को मिला? हिज कजिन वाज सिटिंग ऑन अ डॉग? नो. हिज कजिन वाज सिटिंग ऑन अ बाइक? नो. हिज कजिन वाज सिटिंग ऑन अ हॉर्स? यस. हिज कजिन वाज सिटिंग ऑन अ कार? नो. तो व्हाट डिड ही गेट टू सी? अरम को क्या देखने को मिला था गाइस? दैट मुराद वाज सिटिंग ऑन अ ब्यूटीफुल व्हाइट हॉर्स. सो विच इज द राइट ऑप्शन? थर्ड इज द राइट ऑप्शन. लेट्स मूव फर्दर. सी और डी को भी देखते हैं एक बार क्या है. Why could Aram not believe what he saw? I mean, why was Aram not ready to believe what he was seeing? उसको क्यों विश्वास नहीं हो रहा था? For they were rich and could afford a horse? No. For they were poor and could not afford a horse? Yes. For they were poor but they could afford a horse? No. None of these. तो ये नहीं आएगा guys. What is the right option? Second. वो poor थे और horse को afford नहीं कर सकते. Once again, let me tell you. वो एक ट्राइब से बिलोंग करते थे गाइस. दैट वाज कॉल्ड गैरोग्लेनियन. गैरोग्लेनियन वाज द नेम ऑफ द ट्राइब. ये जो ट्राइब थी इट वाज फेमस फॉर ऑनेस्टी. अगर आपने इस चैप्टर को पढ़ा है तो यू बेटर नो दैट. आपको पता होगा कि गैरोग्लेनियन ट्राइब किस लिए फेमस थी. ऑनेस्टी के लिए फेमस थी. एंड दे गाइस कुड नेवर स्टील. और ऐसा माना जाता था कि दे गाइस कुड नेवर स्टील. वो कभी भी चोरी नहीं कर सकते. दे गाइस कुड स्टार्व. वो भूखे मर सकते लेकिन वो चोरी कभी भी नहीं करेंगे। गॉट इट? तो आपने चैप्टर पढ़ा है, अगर नहीं पढ़ा तो यू कैन गो टू आवर वेबसाइट, दैट इज www.brainylads.in। आप इस वेबसाइट पे जाके यू कैन गो थ्रू द नोट्स एज वेल। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 4। विच ट्राइब डिड अरम एंड मुराद बिलोंग टू? कौन सी ट्राइब से बिलोंग करते थे गाइस? गैरोग्लेनियन, स्टीवर्ट, क्रॉफ्टर, ऑस्ट्रियन, ये सब गलत है। गॉट इट? चलिए एक बार आंसर्स मैच कर लेते हैं। हिज कजिन वॉज सिटिंग ऑन अ ब्यूटिफुल वाइट हॉर्स, ये भी ठीक है। एक कजिन भी ठीक है, बी बी सी बी और डी, चारों ऑप्शंस ठीक है। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू एक्सट्रैक्ट थर्ड। एक्सट्रैक्ट थर्ड देख लेते हैं गाइस। We were poor, we had no money. Here Aram is talking about Garoglenian tribe. We had no money, our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Garoglenian family was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies, not even the old men of our family. Most important of all, though, we were famous for our honesty. So here the narrator tries to elaborate for what was Garoglenian tribe famous. So let's look at the questions. Questions को देखते हैं इस extract पे जो based है. For what was the Garoglenian famous? आपको बताना है guys. Garoglenian family was famous for honesty. Dishonesty would be wrong. Stealth would be wrong. None of these would be wrong. What financial condition was Garoglenian tribe undergoing? They were extremely wealthy. No. They were extremely rich. No. They were extremely poor. Yes. Both 1 and 2 cannot be right. ना तो first सही है ना second सही है. Which is the best option? Third option. Why could no member of Garoglenian steal? For they did not know how to break laws. For they knew how to break laws. No. For they did not break anyone's trust as they were known for their honesty. Yes, this is the best option. For they did not know how to break locks. No, it is not right. So which is the right option guys? Option number 3. Let's look at question number 4, then we match the answers. What does the phrase keep us with food in our bellies? इसका मतलब क्या है? To stay hungry, to stay thirsty, to stay satiated, yes, to stay bewildered. ये भी नहीं आएगा guys. What is the right option? Third आएगा to stay satiated, or you can say satisfied. Got it? Satisfied किससे guys? Hunger से. They were never hungry, कभी हंगर नहीं होते थे, उनके पेट भरे रहते थे. Got it? हंग्री, थर्स्टी, बी वाइल्डेड नहीं आएगा. व्हाट इज द राइट ऑप्शन? थर्ड ऑप्शन आएगा. लेट्स मैच द आंसर्स. एक बार आंसर्स भी मैच कर लेते हैं. Honesty, they were famous for honesty. They were extremely poor. They did not break anyone's trust and to stay satiated. Let's move further. Extract fourth देखते हैं और उसके question answers देखते हैं. Every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere, and my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy streak in our tribe. Before him was our uncle Khosrow, very important character and enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and largest mustache. In the San Joaquin Valley, a man so furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." So that was the pet dialogue of, that was the famous dialogue of Uncle Khosrow. Uncle Khosrow, who was uncle of Aram and Murad. So what does the word furious mean? यहाँ पे furious का meaning पूछा हुआ है. Calm, no. Composed, no. Soothing भी नहीं होता guys. That is angry. Got it? So what is the right option? Option number 3. Let's move further. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Question number first देखते हैं. What was Uncle Khosrow's pet dialogue? It's no harm, pay attention to it. No. It's no harm, pay no attention to it. It's no harm, pay no attention to them. ये नहीं आएगा. It's no harm, pay attention to it नहीं आएगा. B is the right option guys. What superlative feature did Uncle Khosrow have? Largest head? No. Largest hair? No. Largest mustache? It is the right answer. Third is the right answer. D is what was the common feature between Uncle Khosrow and Murad? Both were impatient. Both were crazy streak. Both repeated their own pet dialogues. Impatient भी थे. So what is the right answer guys? All of these. Got it? चलिए let's move further. एक बार match कर लेते हैं answers. First one is angry. It's no harm, pay no attention to it. Largest mustache. All of these हो जाएगा. Let's move on to extract fifth. Extract fifth पढ़ते हैं और उसके question answers देखते हैं. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, Wazire, run. The horse stood on its hind legs, snorted, and burst into a fury of speed. That was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. My cousin Murad raced the horse across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch, crossed the ditch on the horse, and 5 minutes later he returned dripping wet. Got it? So look at question number one. Question number one is, what does the phrase hind legs mean? Guys, आपको बताना है कि hind legs क्या होती है. I'm getting you 10 seconds time. आप फटाफट मुझे quickly बता दीजिए. Come to the comment box में आके आप मुझे बताइए कि hind legs का meaning क्या होता है. Options are front legs, back legs, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Quickly guys. Quickly guys, answer it as quickly as possible. Okay, before we move on, एक बार मैं बता दूं आपको कि हिंड लेग्स कौन सी होती है गाइस. जो बैक लेग्स होती है उनको हिंड लेग्स बोला जाता है. तो फ्रंट लेग्स नहीं होगा, बोथ 1 and 2 नहीं हो सकता, neither 1 nor 2 नहीं हो सकता, because one of them is correct answers. Where had Murad got the horse from? उसको कहाँ से मिला था? He had bought it from the market. No. He had stolen it abroad. No. He had stolen it from Byro's barn. Yes. He had brought it up himself. No. So what is the right answer guys? उसने कहाँ से चुराया था? जॉन बायरो, जो कि एक फार्मर थे, बायरोस फार्म, वहां से उसने घोड़े को चुराया था. What happened when Aram tried to race the horse? क्या हुआ जब अरम ने घोड़े को चलाने की कोशिश की? He raced it for 5 minutes. No. He fell down. Yes, this was right. एक बार आगे के ऑप्शंस देख लेते हैं. He raced it across the field of dry grass, ये भी नहीं आएगा. He forbade to sit on the horse, उसने घोड़े पे बैठने से मना कर दिया, ये भी गलत है. He sat on the horse. He tried to race it down, but unfortunately he could not succeed. He fell down immediately after he got on the horse. Who was known for his dialogue, I have a way with? Murad repeated those words guys. This statement was repeated time and again by Murad. John Byro नहीं आएगा, Khosrow नहीं आएगा, Aram नहीं आएगा. Got it? Let's move on to extract 6 extract देखते हैं, followed by the question answers. That afternoon my uncle Khosrow came to our house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in the parlor sipping and smoking and remembering the old country. Then another visitor arrived, a farmer named John Byro, a Syrian who out of loneliness had learned to speak Armenian. My mother brought the lonely visitor coffee and tobacco, and he rolled a cigarette and sipped and smoked, and then at last, sighing sadly, he said, My white horse which was stolen last month is still gone. I cannot understand it. So on the basis of this extract, आपको इन questions के answer देने हैं. आगे बढ़ते हैं, देखते हैं questions कौन से हैं guys. A, B and C, D. All the questions are there right in front of your screen. What had made Byro sad? John Byro sad क्यों था? He had lost his money, he had lost his surrey, he had lost his horse, he had lost his mare. तो क्या उसने खो दिया था guys? घोड़ा. So what is the right option? Third is the right option. Where was Uncle Khosrow lost? In thought, I mean कहाँ खोए हुए थे वो? In thought of his wife? No. In thought of his own son? No. In thought of his wife, ये repeated है guys. तो टाइपिंग एरर है, ये भी नहीं है. He was lost in the thoughts of his old country. Got it? So fourth is the right option. Which country did Byro hail from? Armenia, Syria, Indian, all of these. कहाँ से बिलोंग करते थे guys? ये आपको बताना है. फटाफट जल्दी से बताइए कमेंट बॉक्स में आके वो कहाँ से बिलोंग करते थे. Quickly guys, quickly. So guys, where did he belong to? Where did he hail from? Armenia? No, he belonged to Syria. Got the point guys? Indian नहीं आएगा, all of these नहीं आएगा. What does the word sigh means? Breathe peacefully. Breathe peacefully. Wait for a second. Let's have a look at the other options as well. So there are two options given. Two are given. Breathe peacefully. Wait for a second. That is breathe peacefully, breathe heavily, breathe slowly, and breathe normally. Got it? So breathe heavily is the right option, guys. जो back page पर है, this is given option number D. So he had lost his horse in thought of his old country. The Syrian. Breathe heavily are the correct answers. Let's move on to extract number 7. 7th पे बढ़ते हैं and have a look at 7th extract. Good morning, son of my friends, he said. What is the name of your horse? My heart, my cousin Murad said in Armenia. A lovely name, John Byro said, for a lovely horse. I could swear it is the horse that was stolen from me many weeks ago. May I look into his mouth? Of course, Murad said. The farmer looked into the mouth of the horse, tooth for tooth. He said, I would swear it is my horse if I did not know your parents. The fame of your family for honesty is well known to me, yet the horse is the twin of my horse. A suspicious man would believe his eyes instead of his heart. You got the point? So he was doubtful, but he could not doubt Aram and Murad because they belonged to Garo-Glanian tribe. He was known to the parents of Aram and Murad that they were quite honest. So if they were honest, how could their children steal the horse from his barn? So that's why he did not doubt them. He did not suspect them. तो उसी के बेसिस पे क्या है गाइस, क्वेश्चंस है, क्वेश्चंस देख लेते हैं. चारों क्वेश्चंस है. व्हाट डिड मुराद नेम द हॉर्स, क्या नेम रखा था उसने, माय हर्ट रखा था गाइस. बाकी तीनों ऑप्शंस गलत हो जाएंगे. हाउ डिड बायरो चेक द हॉर्स, टूथ फॉर टूथ आएगा गाइस. इट्स गिवन इन द एक्सट्रैक्ट. व्हाई कुड बायरो नॉट डाउट मुराद एंड अरम फॉर स्टीलिंग द हॉर्स, फॉर दे वर रिच, फॉर दे वर पुअर, ये भी नहीं आएगा. फॉर दे वर रिच एंड प्रॉस्परस, फॉर दे बिलोंग टू गैरो-ग्लैनियन फैमिली. This was the valid reason of not suspecting them. ये valid reason था guys. There was no other reason. Their poverty was not the reason. The only reason they hailed from Garo-Glanian tribe, which was very popular for its honesty. And that is true for centuries. Let's move on to question number D. Find out the synonym of suspicious. Suspicious का synonym ढूंढना आपने. Suspicious जिस पे शक हो, mistrustful, untrusting, very, or all of these. Quickly guys, फटाफट आंसर दीजिए, फटाफट क्विकली आंसर दीजिए guys. मिसट्रस्टफुल yes, untrusting yes, very yes, तीनों ठीक है guys. So what is the right option guys? All of these. So fourth हो जाएगा. तीनों वर्ड्स का मीनिंग क्या होता है guys? Suspicious. सिनोनिम्स हैं सारे. Let's move further. आगे बढ़ते हैं, एक बार मैच कर लेते हैं आंसर्स भी. My heart, tooth for tooth, they belong to Garo-Glanian family, and all of these. Let's move on to 8th extract of the chapter guys. My cousin Murad put his arms around the horse, pressed his nose into the horse's nose, patted it, and then we went away. That afternoon John Byro came to our house in his surrey and showed my mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. I do not know what to think, he said. The horse is stronger than ever, better tempered too. I thank God my uncle Khostrov, who was in the parlor, became irritated and shouted, "Quiet man, quiet. Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it." As that was the pet dialogue, that was the pet, or you can say frequently used, that was the refrain. इसको हम refrain भी बोलते हैं guys. Refrain is the repetition of, ये repetition होता है guys, repetition of same line or statement, repetition of same words time and again. तो ये उनका refrain था, और you can say that it was a pet dialogue. Got it? Let's have a look at the question. When did Murad return the horse? Murad ने घोड़ा कब लौटाया? When he had bought it? No. When his training was over? Yes. When Aram had learned riding the horse? No. When they were feared being caught? So what is the right option guys? सबसे better option जो बनता है, that is fourth one. If I'm not wrong, एक बार match कर लेंगे. Why was Byro delighted? Because he had got his horse back. Land back नहीं आया था, country back नहीं आया था, as he had got his horse back. तो ये भी ठीक है. टाइपिंग एरर है गाइस, ए और फोर्थ में, ये दोनों ठीक है. What was Uncle Khostrov reaction after Byro had got his horse? He got happy? No. He got sad? No. He got angry? Yes. उन्होंने रिएक्ट तो किया था, उन्होंने वो एंग्री हो गए थे, उन्होंने एक स्टेटमेंट बोला था, इट्स नो हार्म पे नो अटेंशन टू इट. वही रिफ्रेन जो बार बार वो यूज करते थे, वो उन्होंने यूज किया था. Got the point guys? I hope we are done with all the extracts. एक बार देख लेते हैं, do we have another extract or not? नहीं guys, और extract नहीं है. So there were 8 extracts only and we have gone through all the extracts. I hope you would have liked the video. अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो do share it with your friends, and along with that do subscribe to our channel, do press the bell icon as well, so that you can get the timely and regular updates from us. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a nice day.